Hi, this is Drew with the McCormick Agency of Healthcare Solutions team here with your tip of the week. And this week we're going to talk a little bit about what to do if you're laid off from your job, or you lose your job, or you're furloughed from your job, and kind of what your options are. That's a pretty common scenario that I run into, and hopefully can provide a little bit of clarity for you. So. And keep in mind, these are very general recommendations or kind of discussions. If you have any specific questions, because each situation is unique, reach out to a professional like myself and we can take a closer look at your specific situation, but at least, once again, in general. So, in general, you typically have three different options you can look at when presented with losing your employment. One is there's typically a Cobra option, certainly not always, but if there's a Cobra option, that is one of your options you can look at. Cobra tends to be one of the most expensive options out there. Depending on your health situation, it may or may not make sense to look at Cobra. Second option is we can look through the healthcare marketplace, or healthcare.gov, or the health insurance marketplace as it's referred to. All means the same thing, but it's one of the places we can go to look for coverage. You can work with brokers like myself that are certified with the marketplace. And in some cases, it makes sense to look at the marketplace. In some cases, not at all, once again, kind of depending on your situation, but in some cases, you can qualify for some discounts through the marketplace based on a few different factors. And once again, kind of depending on your health insurance or your health situation, if you have any chronic issues, may or may not make sense to look at the marketplace. The marketplace, as far as benefits, is typically pretty comparable to what you had through your employer. Price-wise, typically similar to Cobra, in some cases a little bit less. Advantage there is those plans do cover any and all pre-existing conditions. And access to doctors is hit or miss, and depending on where you live. In some cases it can be pretty good. In a lot of cases it can also be kind of less than desirable to keep it PC. Third option we can look at is just doing a temporary plan, or kind of one of the alternatives to the marketplace. And you can use those to kind of bridge the gap until you can find new employment, to pick up your benefits again. Price-wise, those plans are generally the most affordable option. However, benefits, they're typically not the most comprehensive benefits or options, and you typically give up some coverage, mainly coverage for pre-existing conditions, pregnancies. A lot of them don't include mental health, so they don't include as many benefits as the first two options, but price-wise, typically the most comprehensive, so or least expensive, I should say. So those are kind of the three different directions. Like I said, each situation is pretty unique. So my recommendation is always go through your options with a professional like myself, and we can normally pretty quickly and easily kind of help, at least point you in the right direction and present a few different options that make sense based on your specific situation. So that's kind of a challenge when you run into losing your benefits, but that's why we're here to help. So my name is Drew. I'm with the McCormick Agency of Healthcare Solutions team.